Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about the BOYZ BOYZ album. But first, we must address, yes, I'm in a new location. To more consistent viewers of this channel, they will know this is the floor of my mother's kitchen. However, to new viewers, I'm on the floor of my mother's kitchen. She's out of town, I'm dog sitting. My dog is currently staring me down from his bed across the room from me. So, yeah, we're on the floor. We'll be in and out of this location, because my apartment's not that far, so sometimes I film from there. Plus, my apartment is much closer to where I work, so sometimes I'll go home and film on my lunch break. But the point is, for today, we're on the floor. None of you care. I am aware. We're here to talk about the BOYZ. So, just to go over how this is going to work, I'm going to run through the track list, give you my thoughts on each song, and then give the album a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have some disclaimers before we get started. Disclaimer number 1. I have heard this album once so far. It just came out. It's currently 7:02 in the morning. So, if I seem tired, that's why. My other disclaimer, my standard one, everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because even though the mug is not here, music is still subjective and that is still great. Alrighty, now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get started. And our opening song is not quite the titular song, but it's Awake. And this song, hear me out, okay? I loved the opening and the first verse. Those two, absolute moment for me. They're dark and creepy, plus they hit. I was absolutely feeling them. However, then the beat drops and the chorus comes in, and the entire dynamic of the song shifts completely, and I don't really like it that much. I'm not the biggest fan of the background music for this part. And it just feels like the entire song becomes a totally new experience that I don't really like. So big picture, she's fine. However, if it had been like a 30-second opener or they just kept the vibes of that opening and first verse, I would have lost my mind. On to the next song, which is also the title track, Miss Roar. And I want credit, okay? My prediction somewhat came true. So for context, okay? Monsta X and the T's both came back in rapid succession and both put out their first titles that I actually liked in years. And it gave me this theory that we're having a renaissance of sorts of groups that I once loved, let's say, that then started putting out music that I didn't really like at all, and now they've been putting out good titles again. And after that was Tooks. Tooks' title, very much a fan. I've Stockholmed myself into loving her. So I remember in my Tooks video, I was like, the BOYZ are next, and I want a good title. And I was kind of right, because I don't really like this title, but I would also say it's probably their best title in years. So, I want partial credit. But let's actually talk about the song a little bit, since we're here. I already said I didn't like it, and I didn't really like it. However, I can pinpoint what exactly I didn't like that brought the entire song down for me, which is the background music. I really didn't like this background music. It was just very messy. I wasn't a fan of it, and it really did ruin the song for me. That said, there were some parts I did like. I was a fan of the pre-chorus. I thought it was pretty good. And pre-beat drop, the bridge, actually a moment. I was very jarred by that. I didn't expect it to sound that good. However, then the beat drop comes in and it just completely destroys the bridge for me. So, big picture, I'm going to stand by. This is probably their best title in years. But I don't like it, so I want their next title to actually be good. Next is Blah Blah Blah, and listen, okay, it's fun. I don't know what else to tell you. I was having fun to this song. Is it a great masterpiece of music? Absolutely not. Is it even a great song in and of itself? Not really, but I liked it, and that's what matters. But let's discuss, though. The chorus honestly hits a bit. I like the verses. Eric's rep in particular, absolutely slaying. And I was feeling the pre-chorus. So just all around, I was into this song. I will concede, I will admit, I can see myself getting sick of her at some point. However, we're not at that point yet. So for now, I'm going to say that I liked it with the right to change my mind later. Our next song is going to be Savior, and it's fine. It's fine. It wasn't giving, if you ask me. Hear me out, okay? This is one of those songs where I can see why other people like it. I can see why other people think it's great. I didn't really like it all that much. I thought it was just a song, and that's not ideal, and since this channel is based entirely on my opinions, yeah, I didn't like it very much. I thought it was kind of boring, and I have nothing to say beyond that, so we're gonna move on. We have reached the penultimate song, which is Horizon, and it is also the obligatory ballad of this album, and I thought it was really nice. The vocals are great, and as we know in the canon of this channel, I am weak for a guitar. The guitar here, very slayful. That's it. This is sort of the reverse of Savior in a lot of ways, because while I personally very much enjoyed her, I can see why other people wouldn't. It is, at the end of the day, just a ballad. There's nothing super special about it, and there's better ballads out there. Like, there are ballads I would prefer to listen to over this one, but I was feeling this one. I liked it. I don't know what else to tell you. Last but not least, we have Diamond Life. And this was a choice for the closer for sure. I can see what they were going for, but I definitely think it would have been a better move to move this more middle of the track list, end with Savior, and maybe, I don't know, end with like Savior and Horizon probably would be a better move, because the vibes, very jarring. I was very jarred when the beat started for this song. It's not that it's a bad song, it's not, but I was just very jarred. But let's discuss the song. I actually liked it. I was feeling it. I already said I was jarred by the background music, and for what it's worth, I never got over that. I never started to like this background music. I disliked it the entire time I was listening to this song, which isn't ideal, but we can get past it, because background music aside, this song is actually pretty good. I thought the chorus was great. I liked the verses. I was just, hear me out. Here's the real deep power move of this song, okay? I was jamming to this song. I listened to this song at 6:58 in the morning. If you can have me jamming to a song at 6:58 in the morning, it is a power move that deserves respect. Alrighty, it's score time, and overall, I don't know, I'm gonna give this album an 8.4 out of 10, I guess. Like, hear me out, okay? This album, on the one hand, it is an improvement to me in terms of their prior works, and I want to reward that with a higher score because this is their best title in years, I would say at the very least. And there's no song on this album that I hate, which is better than some of their past releases. On the other hand, I didn't love any song on this album. I liked some of them, but I didn't think any of them were anything beyond good. Like, there's no great songs here, which also isn't ideal. So for now, I'm gonna say 8.4 out of 10 with the right to change my mind later. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know what your favorite song is. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at @album reviews. I will link that in the description along with all of the BOYZ reviews that I've done and my 90-minute history of the BOYZ. You can watch it if you so choose. You do not have to. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!